So, you're looking to buy a 3D printer for 2025? And if you've done even a little bit of searching, you know the options can be, well, completely overwhelming. That's what we're going to fix today. We are cutting through all that noise, and we're going to break down the absolute best 3D printers you can buy using some great expert analysis from Frankly Built. The goal? To help you find the perfect machine for what you want to do and for what you want to spend. Okay, let's get into it.
I mean, seriously, there are hundreds of models out there. It feels like every single week there's a new game changer that's supposed to be the best thing ever. So you know what? We're just going to filter all that out and focus on the machines that are actually worth your money in 2025.
We're going to do this by breaking everything down into really clear categories, from budget-friendly printers to get you started, all the way up to pro-level machines. That way you can find the perfect fit no matter what you're trying to make or what your budget looks like.
All right, first things first, you're looking for your very first 3D printer. And you know what the best news is for this category? You can get a truly fantastic machine without having to empty your wallet.
So, let's start with the absolute baseline. What's the cheapest you can go for a printer that's actually worth your time and won't just be a headache? You might be surprised. For just $160, you can start making real, physical things.
And that machine is the Elegoo Neptune 4. Now, this isn't some pre-built toy. You actually have to do a little bit of assembly and calibration. And you know what? For a beginner, that is a huge plus, because it forces you to learn the fundamentals of how these things actually work. At this price, it is the perfect, low-risk way to jump in and really learn the ropes.
Okay, but if you can stretch that budget just a little bit up to that $300 mark, the game completely changes. This is where things get really interesting, and your choice basically comes down to two amazing but very different printers.
So, it all boils down to one key question. Are you more interested in a path to multicolor printing, or do you think you'll need an enclosed printer for different materials? On one side, you've got the Bambu Lab A1, incredible build quality, and you can upgrade it later for multicolor. On the other side, the Century Carbon is what's called a Core XY printer, which basically means it's built for speed and stability. And it's fully enclosed, which is way better for materials like ABS that can warp if the temperature isn't stable.
Let's be real. If the idea of printing in multiple colors gets you excited, it's not even a contest in this price range. The A1 is the undisputed winner. Its optional AMS light system is just an incredible feature for a beginner machine, letting you add that capability whenever you're ready.
All right, let's move up a level. We're in the prosumer category now. This is for someone who's ready to spend around $500 or so to get a major jump in quality, speed, and just a much better overall experience. You know, when the expert you're listening to says a printer is easily my new favorite, you really pay attention. This quote right here sets the stage for what is arguably the #1 recommendation in this entire guide. It just hits that perfect sweet spot of price and performance.
And here it is, the Bambu Lab P2S. For about $550, this machine is an absolute powerhouse. It takes everything that was great about the super popular P1S and adds some key upgrades, like a touchscreen, an AI camera to keep an eye on your prints, and a new nozzle system that's super easy to swap out. All that adds up to a machine that's designed to just work beautifully. It lets you focus on creating stuff, not constantly tinkering.
But hey, it's not the only game in town. The Creality K2 is a really solid alternative for a bit less money, though you might need to do a little more fine-tuning. And then, of course, there's the legendary Prusa Mark IV. It is famous for being an absolute tank, super reliable, but, and this is a big but, at this price, you're buying the kit. So get ready to build it yourself.
Now, what if you want multicolor in this prosumer range? Here's a little pro tip. The best value actually isn't the new P2S. It's the older, but still amazing P1S, but sold as a combo with the AMS multi-material system. For the exact same price as the base P2S, you get a full multicolor setup right out of the box. Pretty great deal.
Okay, let's step it up again. Now we're in the serious enthusiast category, printers that are over $800. At this level, you're not just looking for a good all-arounder, you're looking for a machine that does something specific and does it exceptionally well, whether that's printing huge objects or handling really complex multi-material jobs.
And one of the biggest reasons to jump up to this price point is, well, size. If you're into making cosplay and you want to print a full-size helmet in one piece, or you're prototyping big mechanical parts, you just need a massive build volume. So on the left, you've got the Creality K1 Max. It gives you a super generous 300mm cubed build area, and it's fast. But if you need to go even bigger, look at the Sovol SV08 Max on the right. That thing is an absolute beast, with a colossal 500mm cube volume. That's just huge.
But Pro doesn't always mean big. For a lot of people, Pro means uncompromising quality and reliability. It means you can hit print, walk away, and trust that it's going to work every single time. And that is where a machine like the Prusa Core One Plus really shines. Prusa has built their whole reputation on making workhorses.
Now here's another really cool Pro feature, the tool changer. Instead of having one nozzle and pushing different colors through it, a printer like the Snapmaker U1 physically swaps out the entire printhead. This is just brilliant. It's faster and it creates almost zero waste, which makes it an incredibly efficient way to do complex multi-material prints.
Okay, wow, we have covered a lot of ground, from $160 beginner machines all the way up to multi-$1,000 tool changers. So how in the world do you actually make a decision? Let's boil it all down to a super simple, actionable plan.
It really just comes down to 3 easy steps. First, set your budget. Be firm. Second, figure out your #1 need. Is it printing giant cosplay armor, or is it printing tiny multicolored figures? That one decision will narrow it down to just 2 or 3 printers. And from there, your last step is to just go watch detailed reviews on only those machines to make your final call. Simple as that. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this thought. Multicolor and multi-material printing. It's not some crazy high-end niche feature anymore. As these incredibly powerful tools get more and more accessible to everybody, what kind of amazing new things are we going to see? What new problems will get solved? It feels like the creative possibilities are really just getting started.